Hi there, my name is Dave, and I really enjoy wine, and I really enjoy tasting wine. And today we're tasting an El Tocador Tempranillo from the Castilla-La Mancha wine area. Right now at the BC liquor store, it's only $14. It's regularly $17. So that's a pretty nice deal if this is a good wine, which we don't know yet. We're going to find out soon. The company is owned by a place called Hamakin Cellars, which specializes in Spanish wines from all around Spain. Castilla-La Mancha wine region lies south and east of the Spanish capital, Madrid. And it's where the great majority of Spain's vineyards are located. More than half of the country's grapes are grown there. To the north of this region is the Madrid wine region. To the south is Valencia, and to the southeast is Murcia. Now, the wine region of Castilla-La Mancha provides much of the country's basic vino de mesa, which is table wine, and also supplies many grapes to the region of Jerez so they can produce sherry. Fun fact, this wine in Portugal is known as Tinto Rores, and it is one of the wines that goes into port. So the Castilla-La Mancha wine region has well-priced table wines made from various grape varieties, and then some top-quality wines are also appearing along with the cheaper, more bulk wines. I think this one probably fits into the more cheaper bulk wines, but we'll find out when we taste. During the last few decades, the overall quality of wine in this region has improved. Wine producers in the region now employ modern winemaking techniques combined with a careful selection of grapes and barrel maturation techniques. On the actual website, the Hamakin website, there's no information on this wine. They have a variety of other wines that they have information on, but not El Tocador. But I can tell you a bit about the grape. So this is a Tempranillo grape, which I really enjoy. It is an early ripening grape that makes full-bodied wines. It has been grown in Spain since Phoenician times, and it is the main grape in Rioja, and it is called Spain's noble grape. In fact, it's the fourth most planted grape in the world. Tempranillo is often blended with other grapes, or it's aged in an oak, and it picks up the oak characteristics really well. And as I said, it's a component of port. It's also grown in the Okanagan. I believe Moon Curser and Three Sisters at least have Tempranillo wines that you can buy, and I'm sure there are quite a few other ones, as it's a very successful grape in the Okanagan. This is a 2019 El Tocador Tempranillo from Castilla-La Mancha, just $14. Let's see if it's worth it as we taste this wine. Appearance clear, deep ruby. I couldn't see the stem, so it's quite dark for me. Nose clean, medium or medium plus intensity. I couldn't decide. I got a floral thing of lavender, or I guess not floral, but a plant thing of lavender right away. Then black plum, blackberry, blueberry. Then I got sort of raisin and jamminess, licorice. I think there's definitely some oak on here because I got some vanilla and some toast and some chocolate. And then from the age I got some leather and earthiness. Not a ton of other stuff. I didn't get like mushroom or tobacco or anything, but I got those two. Let's try this out. I said dry, medium plus acidity, medium tannins, high alcohol, and it's 40%, so it's high. Medium plus body, medium plus intensity. I'm going to stick with the intensity because I thought the flavors were quite strong, and a medium finish. So again, I agree with you. There was less fruit. There was black fruit on the palate, but less fruit than before, and a little more of a little more acidity, or there was some acidity, I guess, on the palate. I tasted, like I said, black fruit, raisins, olives. The leather was there, but I also tasted cedar and tobacco, which I hadn't smelled in the other one. Flint. I got flint or graphite. I got a little bit of that, and I got some pepper. Um, I was thinking, this is a kind of a disappointment because there's so many of these flavors, and there aren't as many, and they aren't as intense on the palate. However, I mean, I should start giving food friendly a rating because I'd give this a 4-star food friendly because I had a sip of this, and I have crackers, cheese, and I had a couple little pieces of smoked salmon, and with all of them, it tastes so good. It makes the food, it just really balances the food really nicely. Um, so I said balance. The balance was okay, the length was okay, but the intensity was good, and there is complexity there. It's not the same flavors as in the on the nose, but there are still quite a fair number of them on the palate. It's just different. It tasted a certain way, and I thought, okay, this is a good wine. But when I had it with food, I could taste the fruit again. The fruit came back out again when I ate the food and sipped it. And it's like, okay, there's the fruit and the jamminess, and some of the things that I had smelled actually came back because I'd had some food with it. So because of that, I would rate it as good to very good. I was pretty happy with it, and I'm thinking this would be a good second wine. So when my kids come over for dinner, and we bring out the nice bottle of wine to start off with, the fancy one to have with whatever, and then they polish that off and they say, well, let's have another bottle of wine, Dad. This would be the perfect one because it's a nice wine. I think it's okay on its own. It's good, but it's good with food. So if you had another wine bottle to go with dinner, this would be really good.
If you are looking to book a wine tour of the Okanagan for this summer, and you're interested in a customizable, flexible, and completely private wine tour with a wine expert in the comfort of your own vehicle, please check out the link below in the comments.